Hello friends, welcome back to Zekko Inspection Technology. I am Shrikant and in today's 5th episode of our ISO 9001 2015 series, we are going to understand clause 7, that is support. In this episode, we will majorly focus on clause 7, which is the backbone of our quality management system, that is capturing topics like resources, competence, awareness, communication and documented information for the implementation of QMS. Basically, without proper support, even the best processes cannot deliver the consistent results. In this video, I will simplify each requirements step by step. So stay tuned and make sure you watch till the end and to strengthen your understanding of clause 7. In this episode, we will explore clause 7 support, a vital element of ISO 9001-2015 along with its subclauses from 7.1 to 7.5 one by one in a simple and practical way. There are total 5 subclauses under the main ISO clause 7, which is support required for implementation of QMS. Subclause 7.1 is resource. Subclause 7.2 is competence. Subclause 7.3 is awareness. 7.4 clause is for communication and 7.5 subclause is documented information. Now let's explore each of the above subclauses in detail one by one in a simple and easy to understand way. Now friends, we will explore first subclause 7.1, that is resources. In clause 7.1.1, this standard have made some general statements. For a sound QMS and its smooth operation, resources are required for its establishment, implementation, maintenance and continual improvement. Basically, to achieve this goal, organization must determine resources by considering organization's capability of existing internal sources. Organization shall check and consider constraint on existing internal resources. Organization shall also consider what needs to be obtained from external providers. Here, we will quickly explore what type of resources are required for smooth implementation of QMS. Without these resources, QMS implementation will face problems in achieving required quality objectives and planned goals. There are total 5 resources given in this standard and they are people, infrastructure, work environment, measuring and monitoring resources and organization knowledge. So, in any organization must check sufficient and competent people are available for effective QMS implementation and its improvement. Then organization must ensure necessary infrastructure is available and maintained for effective operation of processes. Then organization must confirm a suitable work environment is maintained for effective process performance. Organization must maintain appropriate resources are available and maintained for accurate monitoring and measurement. And the last resource is organization knowledge, where organization must verify necessary knowledge is maintained and available for effective process operation. So now friends, we will move on to next clause 7.2, which focuses on competence of people performing work under the organization control. It requires that employees are capable based on their education, training skills and experience. The organization must identify required competencies for each role and ensure gaps are addressed. Quality team shall make competency matrix at each functional level and keep these matrix documented and updated for employee education, training skills and their experience. It is also important to evaluate the effectiveness of these actions. And finally, maintaining appropriate record like competency matrix as evidence of competence is essential for this compliance. So now we will go to clause 7.3, that is awareness. Clause 7.3 focuses on ensuring that employees are aware of the quality management system. People or employees must understand the organization's quality policy and relevant quality objectives. They should know how their individual work contributes to overall product and service quality. Awareness also includes understanding the benefits of improved performance. Employees must be aware of consequences of not conforming to QMS requirements. This helps in building quality driven culture across the organization. Ultimately, awareness ensures everyone works with a responsibility and accountability towards quality goals. Have you ever faced issues due to poor communication at the workplace? Here, clause 7.4 of ISO 9001:2015 is designed to eliminate exactly the same problem. It requires defining what to communicate, when to communicate, and with whom. The organization must also decide how the communication will take place, whether it is by verbal, written, or digital communication. Clear communication ensures smooth coordination between departments and the stakeholders. It also benefits for the implementation of QMS. It helps in avoiding misunderstandings and improves overall process efficiency. Both internal and external communications play a crucial role in maintaining quality. Effective communication ultimately supports better decision making and consistent QMS performance. In this subclause 7.5.1, this standard have made some general statements. The organization's quality management system must include all documented information deemed necessary for effective QMS implementation as well as information required by ISO 9001:2015. The documented information must contain information about the organization like the size of the organization, type of activities happening in the organization, type of processes within the organization, type of product and services, complexity of processes and their interaction in the QMS, competence of persons. This ensures that both compliance requirement and practical operational needs are properly addressed for the effective implementation of QMS. Now we will see the subclause of documented information 7.5.2, that is creating and updating. This clause focuses on how documented information is properly created and kept up to date. It requires document to have clear identification such as title, date, author or reference number and revisions. The format and media, whether that is digital or hard copy, should be suitable for effective use. Document must be reviewed and approved for adequacy before they are issued to any department or any process owner. Updating ensures that only the latest and correct information is available at the point of use. Proper control during creation and revision helps to avoid errors and miscommunication. Overall, this clause ensures accuracy, consistency, and reliability of the documented information. Let's now move to one of the most critical part of documentation. Everyone will ask one question: how to control and manage it effectively? So let's see how to control documented information for QMS and 9001 one by one. So first point is it should be readily available. Information should be easily available when required. Then information should be fit for its intended purpose. So it should be suitable for use. Information should be accessible at the right place and time. It means where and when it is needed, it should be readily available. Sensitive information should be kept secure. It should be protected from loss of confidentiality. Then these documented information should be protected from misuse or unauthorized changes. That means improper use or loss of integrity should be properly taken care. Documented information should be properly shared, accessed and used. So its distribution, access and retrieval and use should be properly controlled. Information should be stored safely and remain readable. So its storage and preservation with legibility should be properly documented and controlled. So control of changes like versions. So changes should be properly tracked and latest versions are maintained within the organization. Retention and disposition. Information should be kept for a defined period and disposed of properly. It should be documented in the QMS so that there should not be an ambiguity of retention and disposition. Now let's understand how external documents and records are controlled in a practical way. External documents needed for QMS planning and operation must be properly identified and controlled. Documented information or records kept as a proof of conformity, and they must be protected from unintended changes. Basically, document access means deciding who can only view the documents and who can also change them. So this is very essential part for documented information control. Thank you for watching this episode on Class 7 support in our ISO 9001-2015 series. In this session, we explored how resources, competence, awareness, communication, and documented information form the backbone of an effective QMS. Remember, without strong support, even the best processes cannot deliver consistent quality results. I hope this video has made Class 7 simple and practical for you to implement in your organization. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Zekko Inspection Technology. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue simplifying ISO 9001 for you. If you have any questions or topics, feel free to mention them in the comments section. Thank you once again for your time and continuous support.